There's a lot of excitement around the release of Tesla Model Y. Tesla announced the car back in March 2019 and actually released earlier than expected. Tesla wanted to release Model Y before the end of Q1, and their plan was affected by COVID-19. They were facing factory shutdown and they were trying to deliver as many cars as possible toward the end of March. Since I live in California, I was scheduled to pick up my car on March 30th. Then, on March 29th, Tesla contacted me that they will drop off my car to my home via their new contactless delivery system. That is all good, but the new contactless delivery system also means that I don't get to inspect the car. It just showed up at the door and no one else was there to go through the car feature and inspection with me. You can watch my previous videos that talked about all the car delivery experience and car issues I discovered on the first day. I think it's also important for me to share my Tesla service experience. I received the car on March 30th and I was able to schedule a service appointment on April 1st via Tesla app. Key issues that I found are the trunk doesn't latch properly, charger port doesn't open consistently, and several fitment and paint issues. At the same time, I want them to install HomeLink in my car that I purchased ahead of time from Tesla.com. I wasn't able to get a Tesla loaner. Instead, they offered me $100 Uber credit per day when the car is in the shop. And the voucher doesn't cover tips to the driver, and it does not work for Uber Eats either. My service advisor also told me that my service will be free of charge because I brought up my issue to them within 100 miles or 5 days since I received it. Originally, Tesla expected to complete the service on April 10th. On April 9th, my service advisor informed me that the car will return the next day, but she won't be there in the office. She told me someone else would reach out to me and schedule a pickup time. Anyhow, Friday came and passed. No one contacted me and I figured there was some delay. No big deal. While my car was in the shop, I didn't use any Uber credits because we weren't supposed to leave home during California's Saver at Home order. But that weekend my wife and I decided to order takeout and we got a chance to use Uber credit to pick up our dinner. The next day, I realized the temporary Uber hold for the fare turned into an extra charge on my credit card. I immediately opened the Uber app and found out that Uber credit expired, and Tesla didn't extend my Uber credit for the weekends. On Monday, I texted my service advisor. She apologized to me and told me she would file a report with Uber, and Uber will send me a check in mail, and I will receive that in 6 weeks. Yikes. On April 14th, she texted me and informed me the car will be ready around noon. And to make my life easier, they will drop it off by my house. Having a not so great experience with a contactless delivery, I asked her if she could have the employee stay with me and let me check out the car before he leaves. She agreed and the guy came to my home around 1 p.m. When he arrived, he texted me to inspect the car. I have to say the body shop did a great job on fixing paint chips and panel gaps. Just about every issue we pointed out to Tesla were addressed. Maybe we never had proper time to inspect our car the first day, or because the sun was brighter than usual on that day, we found there are additional issues with the paint chips on several panels. The guy asked us to get a tape, put a tape on issues we found, and just like that, our car was going back to Tesla. The next day, Donald, my service advisor supervisor, called. He told me he personally inspected all issues we pointed out in detail. Donald estimated that 90% of car panels will be removed, sanded, and repainted for the proper repair. He also warned me that it's possible that paint might not match 100% because the body shop isn't removing all the paint, only affected area. Donald offered option 2, the body shop can try to buff and touch up area with paint chips. Personally, I didn't expect them to take out 90% car panel to repaint them. He informed me that if I go with option 2 and not happy with the results, I can always ask them to do additional work. I didn't think it was worth the effort to repaint most of the panels. This is a brand new car, laugh out loud. So I went with option 2. On Friday, April 17th, Tesla texted me and told me the car is ready for pickup. No offer to drop it off at home this time now. I actually prefer to pick it up at service center and discuss any issues with them in person. And I have to say they addressed all my concerns. The trunk closes with ease, it comes straight down and latches properly. I remember reading on a forum that other Model Y owner also has charger port issue. I can't say if they replaced the whole part for me or not, but it opens properly now. All panel gaps are fairly consistent across the car. When I first got the car, 2 taillights were sticking way out and showing huge gaps. Now it looks so much better, and front driver's side panel is more level with rear door as well. I'm not a new Tesla owner. This is actually my 3rd Tesla. They might not have the best quality control with a new vehicle, but I always have a great experience with the service center. Even though Model Y has been in the shop for almost 2 weeks, I'm quite satisfied with the outcome. All issues have been addressed and Tesla's service advisor was courteous throughout the process. My takeaway is that if you are expecting to receive a new Model Y, make sure you inspect the car carefully within the first 100 miles or 5 days. Report any issues to Tesla right away. When you order an Uber ride, make sure the voucher is still valid. Alright, well that's it for now. Stay healthy and safe. Peace!